Hey guys, I want to share with you this robot vacuum cleaner. It's a 2200 PA suction for pet hair. It is a smart cleaner, meaning it connects to Wi-Fi. You can use it on both hardwoods and carpets. It has a remote and is app controlled. It's super slim at 2.9 inches and it's only 60 decibels, meaning it's nice and quiet. So this is going to be a long review so you can have a good impression of this. It will tell you if there's an error code. Error codes are super easy to fix, kind of explained in the manual there. But I basically fixed the issue and I was ready to go again. So I'll let you just see this in action. So this kind of goes in a zigzag or an up and down kind of motion to clean the floor. When there's obstacles, sometimes it doesn't go around or underneath the obstacles like chairs, and that was kind of a challenge with this. Also, there's different modes. You have standard, quiet, and turbo, and I'll show you those here.
Turbo mode. Quiet mode. Standard mode.
This also seemed to perform decently on both hardwood and carpet, so I have a few carpet examples that I'm going to show you now. So it did really well on turbo mode, but I felt like on quiet mode it struggled a little. Standard was okay, but definitely turbo for carpet. There are different modes also, such as spot cleaning, edge cleaning, and that I'll show you here now.
Spot cleaning. Room cleaning. Edge cleaning. Spot cleaning. Auto cleaning.
So you can also adjust it or control it by pressing the arrow buttons on there. And what I didn't realize is that it got stuck on my little nightstand over there, so I was trying to kind of get it past, and I'm not good at remote control cars, so I'm not really great at remote controlled robot vacuums either. So but definitely worked good, and it just took some getting used to drive it around. So this also has an app that you can download, and you can control it through the app as well, and that is TUYA Smart. And I found it in the Play Store for Android. I did not try or look for it on an iOS system. So here is the app here. You can control different settings like the turbo, quiet, standard mode inside. You can move the app or move the vacuum cleaner around. You can see the area that it was cleaned, and maybe perhaps one of the most important settings is there is a mute button for this vacuum cleaner. So if you don't want to hear all the sounds, you can go under more, and then inside there you will find a mute button, and I'll show you that just in a second here. And then that's where you would mute the vacuum cleaner. So connecting to the app was fairly easy. It was under Robot Wi-Fi, but the instruction book just said Robot Vacuum Cleaner, so just as a note to make it easier for you. So here's just a quick overview of how the vacuum cleaner did on different surfaces throughout my house. This is a sped up version of it operating. It obviously doesn't go this quickly, and it did fairly well. There was a few areas that it missed, and it's kind of like a one room wonder. It will only do one room at a time. So even on the auto clean mode, it just seems to stick within one open area or one room and doesn't really go beyond that. So that would be the only thing that I really didn't like about this vacuum cleaner, is just that for some reason I couldn't get it to go beyond other rooms without navigating it there or picking up and carrying it. So perhaps with some babysitting this could be a good vacuum cleaner, but really the automation is just to simplify my life, and I don't want to have to sit there and babysit a vacuum cleaner. It picked up most things. There were a few things that it would miss, and one of the things that I think is the problem is that the canister for what it's picking up is very small. I don't feel like my floors were super dirty, but I'm going to show you some examples of that canister. And I think maybe at the timer why it wasn't picking certain things up was just because it was already full and it just didn't have any more capacity. Also, my dog did pretty good with the machine. Didn't scare the dog. She was actually quite interested. So that means that it's a really pretty quiet decibel. She was more interested than anything. So this isn't completely automated. There is going to be some cleaning. You'll need to empty the canister, which I felt like did kind of fill up quickly, and you'll need to clean the roller. Quite a bit of hair got stuck on it. I do have long hair that tends to fall out, unfortunately, and this seemed to pick it up, but it was easy to clean and then put back together. But just something to note that if you have that same issue, you likely will need to clean this each time. The bin, the canister for, the debris and everything, it's kind of small and awkward to empty, and that was kind of a shortcoming of this machine that I thought. And I felt like it got too full during the process and needed emptying halfway through. So that was bad. And then a good portion of this stuck to the filter inside and needed to be pulled. You do need to pull and clean it, and I'll show you an example of that in just a second. So this is the second one, and again, super full. So it definitely is getting up the garbage, and I felt like my house is pretty clean. So this is kind of impressive. So here's that filter. One part pops out and is not washable, and the other part needs to be washed, and this is where I'm showing that it's kind of, even after emptying, sticking. So you definitely have to pull that out to clean it. So this is not the washable filter. The washable filter is inside the one that I'm pulling out here. You'll definitely want to pull that out and wash it. The instruction manual is also laid out nicely and explains the operation and use of the vacuum robot. So I've just kind of inserted this so you can take a look at that here also. So my overall impression of this is that it's a good vacuum cleaner. It does a really great job of picking up dirt, even more than I knew was there on my floors. But I didn't like the canister. It was difficult to empty, and I feel like filled up too quickly. It missed a few items and didn't go into other rooms, so it's more of like a one-hit wonder or one-room wonder, and I didn't really like that. And Also, it would miss sometimes large areas like under chairs and that. It didn't do super great around obstacles as far as going back to those areas and seeing if they needed to be vacuumed. But overall, it did a pretty good job, and I was semi-impressed with this. So I hope you found this review helpful. I wish you well and happy shopping. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.